Namuami dabatsu, namuami dabatsu, namuami dabatsu.
Good evening. Welcome to our New Year's Eve JOYA E service. This service is traditionally done at our temple, and at the end, we usually invite all who attend to ring our temple bell. They come in the back, and the tradition is to ring the bell 108 times, which symbolizes the passions or limitations we have. And so ringing the bell alerts us to all these passions we have, and we're ringing them out with the old year. I think it's kind of a thrill just to hit that bell, especially when we do this at Shelter Island, where we have the big bone show. We won't be doing that this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but hitting that bell really has a sense of acknowledging all the things that have gone on in the past year and then letting it go. Traditionally, the end of the year, we have time kind of to reflect on things, to evaluate our life. And this year, almost 10 months have been spent in semi-isolation. And so at the end of this year, we have a time for reflection. Now, we could do this at the end of each month. We could reflect on our life. And we could also reflect on our life at the end of each week. We could also reflect on our life at the end of each day. How do you think our life might be different if we did this every day? If I thought that, what I receive from others and what I have given to others, how might that affect our lives? As Shin Buddhists, we have a home altar or ubutsudan in our home. And it is usually made up of a statue of the Buddha or the sacred words namuami dabatsu with a candle and flower and other things. Now, hopefully when we get back together at our temple, we might be able to have people buy some of these things that make up an altar. But even without an altar, we have the nambutsu, namuami dabatsu, which puts us in a sacred place. And so every morning and evening, we're encouraged to say the nambutsu and reflect on our life. And since this is at the end of the year, similar to the end of the day, we can reflect and think about our life. Mostly we'll think about the efforts of others and how they contributed to me being here now, and whether I have contributed to the life of others. This thought is also very comforting, just to say namuami dabatsu. As we reflect on the day, I realize how grateful I am, and that how many people have contributed to me. So we're saying, thank you, namuami dabatsu. Now we might also reflect on our day and think of whether we were awake or not, or whether we just kind of slept through it and went through the motions. Was my life joyful? Did I help others? This is the last day of 2020. Tomorrow will be the first day of 2021. Each day will never occur again. Each day is precious. I'm glad you're here watching this New Year's Eve video. It means that you put value in the teachings of the Buddha, and you realize that this is a guide to life. It's a guide to a happy, fruitful life. There is value here. We don't rely on just good luck or good fortune. We realize that things happen, both good and bad. It is how we respond to life that determines how true it is. We're really engaged in the game of life. It's not whether we're winning or losing. It's about how we play the game. Rare, difficult, and wondrous is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Buddhism affirms us. It affirms us that we are one with light, life, wisdom, compassion. It affirms that we belong and that we have received so much from others: clothing, food, shelter, and companionship, and many other things. So this nembutsu, saying namuami dabatsu, is our verbal response and affirms that we realize that we're awakened to life. And if we don't feel that we have received enough, perhaps it means that we may need to practice more, to develop a mind and heart to see things as they are. Things as they are means that we appreciate things that have benefited us. Also, we can accept things that go against us. These challenges help us to grow. We grow from an immature mind of wanting to the mature mind and heart of giving to others. And it does take a practice to realize this. Thank you, namuami dabatsu. It's just the first step. With social distancing this year, we have had to have more time for introspection. And we might take advantage of this quiet time. We'll keep this service short and just remind us that in the coming year, we might use any opportunity we have to interact with each other. So we invite you to join us on Zoom on Wednesday evenings in our Buddhism 123, where we're able to see other people and share our thoughts and share how the Dharma helps us in helping us realize our joys and also our sorrows. The benefits of a Shin life is true Dharma, one of gratitude and joy. It's not one that's just made up, but a real life of real great gratitude and great joy. So please continue to listen to the Shin Dharma to help us through these challenging times. So we'll end this short service in New Year's Eve, reflecting our lives and looking forward to each day, which is precious because it will never occur again. Please join me in expressing our deepest appreciation for listening to the teachings of the Buddha, which helps us wake up to the true reality of all life. Gasho, namuami dabatsu, namuami dabatsu, namuami dabatsu, namanda, namanda.